Poten's pre-fight style questions: shorts, shave, or savage. Alex Pereira, the man who throws hands like thunder, is out here crowdsourcing his whole aesthetic for the Ankalaev rematch. Yellow shorts, custom shorts, keep the hair, shave the head. What are we doing here, people? It's a fight, not a fashion show, but Poetan's gotta have that perfect look when he's putting someone to sleep. Tell the man what you think.
Pessoal, olha só, pedi a ajuda de vocês aqui. A opinião dos fãs é muito importante pra mim. Tô a fim aí de mudar um pouco, né? De lutar com um short desse, é claro que com os desenhos, né, do meu short, né, que eu sempre venho lutando. E meu cabelo, o que vocês acham? Deixar o cabelo assim ou raspar? Chama!
Volk's December plans. Hit a speed bump. Wait, a spanner? Alexander Volkanovski, one of the best to ever do it, thought he had a date with Lerone Murphy lined up for December, and now he's throwing out cryptic words like spanner in the works. A spanner? What is this, a bloody mystery novel? My sources are telling me nothing, so we're just left to wonder who's throwing a wrench, or a spanner, into the Aussie legend's comeback plans. Intriguing.
You mentioned before December could be the target month for you. Do you still feel like that's the month, and do you still feel like Murphy is the next guy for you after the Silva Lopez fight?
I mean, it's hard. Like I thought that was what it was going to be, but there might be a spanner in the works.
Yeah, because obviously February Sydney. Would you rather wait a little bit longer?
February in Sydney.
Yeah.
Is it a February?
Okay. All right. Hey, just quickly, I know you've got an app.
Lerone Murphy snaps back at Volk. I'm not the spanner, bro. Lerone Murphy heard what Volkanovski said about a spanner in the works, and the man came out swinging with the denial. He's not the problem, he says, and he'd fight the champ tomorrow. But he also knows the deal. He's a very risky last fight. You gotta love the honesty, but if he's not the spanner, then who is? The plot, as they say, thickens. Pereira drops the full footage of the Ankalaev trash talk. Oh, we've got the tape. Alex Pereira released the whole glorious encounter with Magomed Ankalaev, where he called him an hole and promised a slap on October 4th. These two, man, it's high-stakes action movie stuff. And the best part is Ankalaev's deadpan no chama at the end. You just know Poetan's got this whole feud turned into content. Cha-ching.
Faz diferença pra mim em qualquer momento.
Pode ser profissional, pô. Pode ficar.
Somos profissionais, respeito você, mas dia 4 de outubro eu vou bater em você. Vou bater de mão aberta, na sua cara.
Скажи, зачем бросаться словами, то, что не знаешь ничего? То же самое нужно словами бросаться на октября бой. Давайте сделаем это в ринге. Зачем говорить пустые слова?
Ele falou, cara, na verdade a gente vai lutar no dia 4 de outubro, a gente não tem que trocar palavras mais.
Eu não falei nada, ele sempre falou. Eu nunca falei nada, ele sempre falou. E agora quando chegou frente a frente é um cuzão.
Brother, he said that he's never spoken anything about you, it's always come from your side of the camp. And now that we're here face to face, you know, you look at the eye. Because you're the one on Twitter talking.
Что я говорил, что я спрятался в комнате, это я сказал или он?
Ele falou o que ele tá falando. Que faz para você falar para ele que ele tá se escondendo de você.
Ele tá ali, pô, tá com o time dele. Você quer vir lá pra dentro? Ele falou assim, ok, melhor, vou lá pra dentro. A menina falou isso.
He said the UFC PI girl told you that Alex and his team was coming in for training and that it would be best for you to go wait in the room and that you agreed to wait.
Он сказал, что девушка из UFC PI сказала вам, что Алекс и
Скажи, многие можно оставить.
Девушка закрыла дверь, она сказала, подожди, она не сказала, вы можете подождать, меня не выпустили на улицу. Что, у меня что, проблемы есть какие-то? Я не могу с ним стоять лицо на него, посмотреть, с ним подраться, что ли? В чем проблема? Чтобы говорить на публике, что я закрылся.
Ele falou que basicamente eles seguraram ele aí e falaram, você não pode sair agora. Mas tá bom. Mas o que ele tá falando?
No chama. Let's go. October 4.
Agora mostrou que tem uma discussão aí, né? Entendeu?
Two kings collide. Poatan and Hill's PI run-in. Alex Pereira and Jamahal Hill just happened to run into each other at the UFC PI. Run into each other. Wink, wink. It's a photo op that's got everyone buzzing. That's the stuff right there. A little casual tension before Pereira's big dance. You love to see it.
Fala aí, what's up, man? You heavyweight? Getting up there. Just pesado, pô.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like cutting weight. It makes me feel alive. Makes me feel like a king. Well, good. Good. Hey, wait to see it, bro. Always esperar. Always have to see it.
Agora, sim, ó.
Oh, mais engraçado é que você não viu, aí tinha russo que primeiro aqui.
Jon Jones, heavyweight fighter turned coach for Gable Steveson. Okay, so Jon Jones is now pivoting from heavyweight GO80 to coach for Olympic gold medalist Gable Steveson's MMA journey. Jones says he's found his guy, a committed wrestler, and he's ready to add world championship coach to the resume. This is wild. We're talking about a collaboration of generational talent, but can the Octagon's most complicated champion be a good coach? TBD. Rampage Jackson, I'd run through today's light heavyweights. Rampage Jackson is throwing haymakers with his words, claiming he'd be unstoppable in today's UFC light heavyweight division. Not only that, he's singling out Ankalaev, that Dagestani N, and promising to fuck his abi up. Bold words, Jackson's a legend, but that 205 lbs division is a meat grinder now. Is this old school confidence or just pure nostalgia? You decide.
If you dropped a prime Rampage Jackson in today's UFC, how do you think he does?
I would sell every materialistic item that I own right now to buy a time machine, go back in time, come back as prime Rampage UFC right now. Everything but my soul. Prime Rampage would be unstoppable in the UFC right now. Ankalaev, that daughter standing, I'll fuck his ass up. Everybody there, I'm like, move. I'll go right through that way.
Strickland. Sparring session turns into a kick to the gut. Sean Strickland, ladies and gentlemen, doing the Lord's work, or the devil's, depending on who you ask. He was caught on video kicking a kid in the stomach, twice, during a sparring session and dropping him. It's vintage Strickland. No mercy, no chill, just pure, unadulterated chaos. The man is a walking headline, and honestly, we can't look away.
Don't make your nose bleed.
That wasn't hard, I promise.
It wasn't hard, I swear it wasn't hard. I swear down. Get up, come on. I swear to God. Come on, man, when the run so fast. Like, get up, come on, we can do it. I was a team. Okay. Let's see if I can put it in the same spot. No. Come on, come on, let's see. Where's it at?
You don't see it.
Where's it at?
Come on, yeah.
Where's it at?
There you go, get after him, get after him.
Where's it at?
Hey, Bo.
Where's that sweet spot? Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, you gotta wear a cut, dude. You wait till your ball drop. You can leave one.
Lean back at him. He's not gonna hurt it. There you go.
There you go, bud.
There you go. Look, be nice. Come on, hold my God.
There you go.
What's it like doing some rounds with the champ?
Man, hit me with the teeth. Wind knocked out instantly. I had to get back up because I wanted the bar so bad. I couldn't just up in 10 seconds.
Dude, you don't gotta feel bad about that teeth. I would have down to any band. That's the champ right there.
Good thing you didn't want to take my head off.
Dana White, Max Holloway, and $1 million trip to paradise. Forget the fighter pay debates for a second, because Dana White and Max Holloway linked up in Hawaii to tour the new homes built for the 2023 wildfire survivors. The UFC dropped a cool $1.2 million to help. It's a nice moment, a much-needed splash of good news. Big shout out to Blessed and the Boss for a genuinely awesome gesture.
We partnered up with Dana White and UFC and we gave back a lot, so we're here to see the pods, we're to see the houses. Boss man, how you doing?
Oh, what happened? What happened?
Nothing. No, recovery.
What's happening?
Today is the celebration of the opening of Homemade Hawaii's Land home village of homes they built following the Maui wildfires in 2023. Thanks to Max and everything he did to raise awareness when the fires initially happened, and UFC collaborated with him to make a formal commitment, and then he's raised money over the past 2 years that went towards building the homes to help house over 800 people across 2 sites. So it's amazing.
The last time we came for the first one, we met one guy who lived in them with his family, just tearing. Like he was just tripping out because like what they said, they give like the first couple months off, like you don't have to pay nothing. So it was a big help, he was saying, even with work. So it was insane. It was insane. So thank you, boss man. You're the man.
Love Hawaii, man. Hawaii's been good to us.
So in Waianae on Oahu, where he's from, the Boys and Girls Club, so he's on their board now. So we have a gym that he's coaching at with kids. So then we met with the Boys and Girls Club of Maui here. So they have 2 locations that burned down. So now that the FEMA has just rebuilt them, we're gonna put kind of like computer labs and help donate money to put everything in there for them. And Max is gonna put together a golf tournament for him, and then the money will go to the charities around the islands year over year. So we're gonna
so you better come to the golf tournament.
They have a couple campaigns here, organizations for youth jiu-jitsu, and then on Oahu. So you train with the kids there as well. So we're gonna increase that in the fundraising and kind of give the money back to the jiu-jitsu programs. Here it's really, they have one individual for co-ed, then they have one for girls, and the girls jiu-jitsu for Maui is nationally ranked here. So they have great programs here. So we're gonna try and put the money back in as much as we raise. So thank you.
Hell yeah, thank you.
IShowSpeed and Powhatan, the unexpected UFC PI crossover. Oh man, the internet just collided with the fight game. IShowSpeed, the chaotic YouTube superstar, ran into Alex Pereira at the UFC PI. Powhatan has become the official celebrity meet and greet host of the Performance Institute, apparently. You know what? I'm here for it. Give me the inevitable TikTok collaboration right now.
Yo, Alex Pereira, what's up, bro? What's good? You good, bro? Hey, I watch your fights, man. Eu falo português. Sim, eu falo. Né. Eu...
Primeiro ele que tava lá na feira, não?
Ask if you met in mathematics?
No, I didn't meet you. No, I didn't meet you. No, I didn't meet you. What you eating right now?
Tá comendo agora?
Saladinho, salada.
Some salad.
You just got done training?
Acabou de treinar agora?
Agora.
You ever seen that clip of you like hitting the punching machine and you got a score? Then I hit the punching machine. Was you going serious when you hit that punching machine at Fanatics? Remember that? You ever seen that clip?
Ele batendo depois da máquina de soco em Fanatics. Você bateu primeiro, você tava jogando sério naquela máquina na hora ou não?
Sim.
Yeah, he was.
Aquela máquina é minha, aquela máquina eu não confio muito não.
The machine a little tricky, you cannot trust too much.
Tem um que os caras se matando, dando, o Neymar pegou e fez assim, ó. Aí fez mais que os caras, velho.
That's one of the guys who were like going super hard and Neymar just when it touch was hitting more than the guys. So
yeah. Damn. Caralho. Hey, can you like, you want to like teach me some moves or something? Or you just got done training?
Você acabou de treinar agora?
Acabei de treinar agora.
Just got done training.
O corpo agora, tá frio agora.
The body now is cold. So.
Your body's cold?
Yeah, like you just...
Oh, yeah, like his body. Okay, all good. Tá bom.
Let's go do some more prep. Tira uma foto with
Come on, yeah, take a photo. Oh, you look super big in person.
Right there.
How much you weigh?
What's the fast? Doesn't matter. He's going to weigh 205 next week. That's all that matters.
205? Yeah. All right, nice to meet you. Prazer em conhecer você. All right, y'all. Peace out, y'all. Valeu, Alex.
Merab taps out Mighty Mouse while laughing. This is the kind of stuff you can't make up. Merab Dvalishvili, the relentless machine, was rolling with the GOAT, Demetrius Johnson, and had him in a submission. DJ's got the ringside mic yelling, "I'm 39, I can't have no concussion," while Merab is pointing to the ground like Max Holloway and laughing. Merab, you're a menace, but you're electric. GOAT and the machine, what a clip.
What does that mean? Max Holloway. Oh, I'm 39, I ain't taking no concussion. 1 minute.
Izzy gets a lesson in leg scissor takedowns from Mauricio Ruffy. Stop what you're doing. Mauricio Ruffy, the newcomer, is out here teaching Israel Stylebender himself, a slick leg scissors takedown. Izzy's always trying to add new moves, but seeing him on the receiving end of a technique lesson. That's a fun little moment right there. Maybe we'll see Ruffy's handiwork in Izzy's next fight. Engage.
Okay, do one more time slow.
Samurai Jiri Prochazka graduates with a master's degree. Jiri Prochazka, the man who lives in the woods and fights like a berserker, is now a master. The former champ just received his master's degree. I don't know what it's in. Hopefully it's the art of the spinning elbow. But seriously, congrats to the Czech samurai. A true blend of brawn and brains.
Děkuji moc, díky moc.
Dětství celkově s ním bylo divoký, bláznivý a jako starší brácha se dokázal jak o mě postarat, jako jak mě krýt, tak zároveň mi dokázal dělat i dobré takové pastičky, mě chystat doma.
Topuria demands McGregor's White House spot. El Matador just upped the ante. Ilia Topuria isn't just calling out the division, he's calling out the whole political system of the UFC. He plans to take McGregor's spot at the White House event next year, and he's daring people to bet against him. This kid has got the confidence of 1,000 suns. When does the madness end? Never. Ankalaev fires back. I saw Pereira. He switched the topic. Magomed Ankalaev is here to clean up the mess after Poatan's video, denying he hid at the PI. The Dagestani says he approached Pereira, and Alex switched the topic. Oh, the he said of the UFC PI. It's like high school drama, but with guys who can knock you out with a thought. Who's telling the truth? UFC 320 will tell.
Сегодня я его увидел, там я спрашивал у него, где я спрятался, ты меня искал, я стал перед ним, и он говорит, там, начал, там, ему какая-то девушка сказала, что-то, короче, непонятные вещи начал говорить.
It's a very interesting story because the other day I was doing like some physical therapy, like a massage, and then after I finished, I came out, I was told that Pereira was there. I didn't see him. And then the next day I see a video come out where he says that I was hiding and stuff like that, which is not true. And I was a little angry when I saw the video. So then when I saw him today, I approached him, I said, hey, when did I see you or when did you see me? It never happened. And to which he answered, he said, oh, there was one girl who told me that you were there, but, you know, he switched the topic, you know.
Ankalaev's secret weapon? ChatGPT and Google Translate. Hold the phone. Magomed Ankalaev, the light heavyweight champion, is out here admitting he writes his own tweets with the help of ChatGPT and Google Translate. The digital age, baby. The man is a genius. No wonder his trash talk is sometimes poetic and sometimes confusing. It's AI working overtime. Moicano's YouTube secret, the MMA Guru. Renato Moicano, the Brazilian lunatic we all love, is now a massive YouTube star, and he's giving credit where it's due. The MMA Guru. He says he took a lot of inspiration from the Guru when starting his channel. An MMA star and a content creator, and he's giving a shout out to the OG. What a wholesome moment in this chaotic fight game. Money, money, money.
Bro, I gotta ask you a question, Gilbert. Is Moicano becoming the Brazilian Sonnen?
No, he's the Brazilian MMA guru, bro.
You know what Moicano's gonna do? His next fight, he's gonna be live streaming during his fight. He's gonna be fighting his opponent and then live streaming at the same time.
Be with a mic here. Yeah, now.
No, but it's funny you talking about my MMA guru because this guy, I think
he's your idol.
Brother, I took a lot of inspiration.
I know
from his content, you mean?
From his content, you mean?
Yeah, because he set the blueprint of what you need to do.
Yeah,
bro.
because think about that. Like, I think the MMA media, not only MMA, but the whole media going to change.
Yes.
You know, and if you can be yourself, and if you can be like, you don't even need like produce stuff. If you have good stuff, people going to watch.
Yes.
And then I saw, okay, I can be here on my English YouTube, like competing with these guys that are better than me, like DJ, like MMA Guru, like other guys that produce content for ages. Yeah. Or I can go to Brazil and nobody's doing the same. So. Right. So I took a risk, and now my YouTube channel in Portuguese is doing very well.
Right.
Gilbert is doing very well too. He doesn't talk about that, but he's getting... Yeah. It is what it is, brother. I have 36 years old. I cannot fight forever. I'm old and bald and all that shit, so let's make fun of it. And tired. Exactly.
Dillashaw's 125-pound ghost still haunts him. TJ Dillashaw had to react to a fan-made video of his infamous cut down to 125 LEBs. That image, man, it's burned into the fight landscape forever. It's a testament to the brutal reality of weight cutting. Dillashaw's back, but that little highlight reel of suffering is going to follow him around forever. Savage.
They always send it to me too, like, rate my edit. It's like, dude, you didn't edit this. Someone else did this. This was like from a year ago now.
Tell me what our time went, and it was time well spent. Just don't let me fall asleep. Feeling until they get, 'cause I fear I might break. I fear I can't take it. Tonight I'll lie awake.
Pretty awesome edit. Starts off with my brutal 125-pound weight cut and going through different parts of my career, right? The highs and the lows of the MMA world, the highest highs and the lowest lows, and he gets all of it. It's pretty bad edit, man. Whoever did the original one, kudos.
Sugar Sean's got a new look, and we're here for it. Sean O'Malley, the fashion-forward former champion, just dropped a photo of his new look. The hair, the clothes, the whole vibe. Sugar Sean is always evolving, always innovating, both in the octagon and outside of it. He's a walking brand at this point. Gotta see what the former champ is cooking up next. Tom Aspinall pauses his picks for the real money fight. Tom Aspinall, the heavyweight champion, was flying through his fight picks, and then he hit the wall. JDM versus Islam. He paused. That's a serious sign of respect for both guys, but he ultimately went with Jack Della Maddalena. Aspinall knows a serious fight when he sees one. The future of the sport is in good hands.
I'm Tom Aspinall, and these are my UFC fight predictions.
Carlos Olberg versus Dominic Reyes.
I'm gonna go Reyes.
René de Ridder versus Brendan Allen.
RDR, I think.
Leon Edwards versus Carlos Pratt.
Leon Edwards.
Valentina Shevchenko versus Weili Zhang.
Shevchenko.
Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev.
Tough one. I'm going to go Jack Della, actually.
And this one's not official at all, but Alex Volkanovski versus Lerone Murphy.
I think Volkanovski.
Mystery man who endured Alex Pereira's leg kicks. Now listen, we've all seen Alex Pereira do some scary things to people's legs. But imagine this. Some guy from Korea, just an anonymous fella, stands there and takes 26 of them. 26. Who is this guy? What did he do to deserve this? And how is he even still walking? The fact that we don't even know his name just adds to the legend. This is the kind of stuff that makes you go, wait, what? Alex Pereira gets a familiar rematch. This is You've got Alex Pereira, a guy who basically lives in a constant state of chaos, and he's heading into one of the biggest rematches of his career. And where does he end up? In the same house he stayed in for the Jamahal Hill fight. You can't make this stuff up. It's like the universe is saying, we're not done with you yet, Alex. Go back to your roots, literally. I mean, what are the odds? A sign from the MMA gods, perhaps?
2 semaninhas aqui, a gente ficou uma vez nessa casa aqui, pô. Foi lá do Jiri, né, Brilhão? Foi do Jamahal Hill, UFC 300. Foi do Jamahal, UFC 300. A gente ficou aqui, foi uma boa energia, né? E, pô, a gente também fica perto do PI, pô, perto daqui, perto de tudo aqui. Vamos seguir o mesmo caminho. Mesmo quarto, energia boa. Aí, ó. Piscininha aqui, na manha do gato aí, ó. É isso aí, pessoal. A gente chegando na casa hoje aí. Vamos estar aí essas duas semanas, né? Que é pra estar no clima aí da luta. Pô, a gente tá bem focado, a energia muito boa do time. Bom, tem muitos dias ainda de preparação, muitas coisas pra... Não muitas coisas, né? Mas algumas coisas ali pra manter ali corrigindo, né? E é isso, a gente vai ficando por aqui.
Cormier and Sonnen's wild White House card. Okay, stop what you're doing and listen to this. Daniel Cormier and Chael Sonnen, two of the most brilliant minds in the game, just cooked up a card so insane it belongs in the White House. A title fight, a rematch, a McGregor co-main event, and more big names sprinkled on top. They're basically building a supercard right out of a fantasy league, but they're pitching it to the White House. We're talking about a lineup so stacked, it makes your head spin. This is pure, unadulterated MMA craziness.
Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. I believe he would be in the co-main event. That would be too big of an ask. To ask him to go fight main event, you have to have somebody fighting for a title. And it needs to be an American guy. We're celebrating our great country. We gotta have a hero. That's just the way it is. I pleaded with Dana White over the weekend to let Jones on. If we need an American guy to get a victory, you gotta put Jones on. But if you're putting together the greatest card of all time, isn't he included?
Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall. They got a whole year. All they got to do is find their way to an octagon somewhere in the next 12 months. Whoever gets their hand raised, I think that it sets up for a very nice rematch.
If Tom Aspinall can get through Cyril Gane in October, he fights Jones in like February. They can fight again in June. Jon Jones, Tom Aspinall 2 makes all the sense in the world. That is literally the play. But we'd have a rematch clause for Jones or Aspinall. That makes all the sense in the world. Who headlines? It has to be Jones fighting for the heavyweight title. It has to headline, even though McGregor would be the bigger star, right?
Yes, I think that Sean O'Malley is still one of the biggest stars in the sport.
Justin Gaethje, Sean O'Malley, and Kayla Harrison. We have to have a strong American presence.
Diego Lopez is ready for Charles Oliveira. This is what it's all about. You've got Diego Lopez, a guy who's on fire, and he's talking about fighting Charles Oliveira, a living legend, in Brazil. He's not shying away from it. He's embracing it. He's looking at this and saying, why not? He's got that old school fighter mentality. He just wants to fight the best, no matter what. He's not making excuses. He's not turning it down. This is the stuff that gets you excited. It's a guy who wants to go to war, plain and simple. The Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul weigh-in confusion. So they're doing a weigh-in, and they announced the limit is 195 pounds. And Gervonta Davis, the man himself, looks at them and goes, wait, didn't you say 190? You can see it in his face, this look of pure confusion, like, what is going on here? It's a classic moment, a little bit of drama before the big show. It makes you wonder what's really happening behind the scenes. This is the kind of chaos we live for.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a victor because the fighters have agreed and the commission has approved a maximum weight of 195 pounds for this exhibition. The fight will be contested over 10 3-minute rounds. I said it was 190. The fight is 195 pounds, Tank, as you know. Over 10 3-minute rounds. And when Tank and Jake enter the squared circle to go to battle, they will be wearing 12-ounce gloves. 3 commission-approved world-class professional judges will score every round to ensure there's a decisive outcome for the fight if it goes the distance. Both men are enrolled in the highest level of testing with USADA.
The $2 million bet. Listen up, because this is wild. Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis, two of the biggest names in boxing right now, just made a $2 million bet. Not 1,000, not 10,000, 2 million. They're putting their money where their mouths are, and it's a whole different level of high stakes. This isn't just about a fight anymore. It's about a massive bet, and that changes everything. This is a game of pure confidence, and someone is about to get very rich or very poor.
How you doing? How you doing?
Oh, good.
Gervonta, you know I fuck with you. I fuck with you heavy, Gervonta, but I want to side bet you. I got Jake winning.
We already side betted though.
We already did. What was the bet?
200.
Let's go 250.
Let's go 500.
No. See, Jake, that's what Jake.
Come on,
wow.
You have to take it, bro.
Jake, y'all are making $50 million for this on Netflix. I can't do it. You split the bet with me. 250, 250.
Easy. Let's make it $1 million.
Whoa.
Let's make it 2.
Jake.
Let's make it 2.
Y'all
gonna
shake on it? Yeah.
Shake on it?
Jake, $1 million.
$2 mil?
2 mil?
2 mil. Let's do it.
2 mil. Go ahead here, 2 mil. Go ahead.
2 mil. Easy work, bro.
2 mil?
Can we get a shake?
Oh, they're shaking left here.
2 mil.
There we go.
Oh my God. Oh my.
$2 million.
Yes, sir.
$2 million.
Hey. Wow. Gervonta.
The Rock meets Frederick Vosgrone. Imagine this. The Rock, one of the biggest stars on the planet, is at a movie premiere, and he meets a guy named Frederick Vosgrone. You might not know the name, but this guy is a champion. The fact that this guy is just chilling with Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt at a premiere in Berlin is just one of those things that makes you go, how did that happen? It's an interesting crossover, to say the least. UFC 322, a card of pure brawls. What are we saying about this card? I'm telling you what we're saying. We're saying this card is absolutely nuts. It's a banger after a banger. The UFC has put together a lineup so stacked that it's impossible to look away. It's pure action, all the way through. You've got so many incredible matchups, so many compelling storylines that you just can't skip any of them. This is the kind of event that reminds you why you fell in love with this sport in the first place. Charles Oliveira takes on a Gamrot challenge. This is the kind of breaking news that hits you like a shot. Charles Oliveira, the man, the myth, the legend, is now fighting Mateusz Gamrot. This is a big one. It's a high-stakes matchup, and it's happening on short notice. It's a classic grappler versus grappler situation, and it changes everything about this card. This is not the fight we expected, but it might be the fight we need. Fiziev's Guide to Not Getting Injured. We all know Rafael Fiziev has had some bad luck with injuries. He's been sidelined again, and it's been frustrating for everyone. So when you see him taking notes on how to not get injured before a fight, you have to laugh. It's a bit of self-deprecating humor, a little jab at his own misfortune. It's a perfect example of a fighter embracing his reality and finding a way to make light of a tough situation. We're all rooting for him. Gamrot finds out he's fighting a legend. Imagine this. You're Mateusz Gamrot, just minding your own business, and you get the call. You're fighting Charles Oliveira in Brazil with less than 3 weeks' notice. The look on his face says it all. It's a moment of pure shock, of a sudden realization that everything has changed. This is the kind of call that every fighter dreams of, but also the kind of call that gives you immediate anxiety. It's a monumental opportunity, and you can see it dawning on him in that moment.
Ja pierdolę, kurwa! Wow! Ja pierdolę!
the only man who wanted to fight Charles Oliveira. You hear all this talk about fighters wanting to fight the top guys, but then you get a moment like this. Charles Oliveira, a guy who has been at the top for so long, comes out and says that only Mateusz Gamrot actually wanted to fight him. He's calling out the rest of the guys for just wanting hype. This is a huge statement. He's basically saying, this guy is the real deal. The rest of you are just all talk. It adds a whole new layer of respect to this matchup.
Adversário, Matheus Gamrot, esse é o cara que a gente vai fazer uma grande guerra. O restante só quis hype, só quis encher linguiça e falar. Mas faz parte, é assim que é assim que eles pensam que é o legal. Matheus Gamrot, obrigado por ter aceitado a luta. Vai ser uma grande guerra. O leão tá faminto, tô cheio de vontade. Dia 11 de outubro, a gente se encontra.
Sean O'Malley's White House ambitions. Now you've got Sean O'Malley, a guy who's not afraid to speak his mind, and he's talking about fighting for the title. But not just any title fight, a title fight at the White House event. He's already got the wheels turning in his head. He's looking at Corey Sandhagen, he's looking at what's next, and he's mapping out a plan to get himself on that card. This isn't just about fighting, it's about a legacy. It's about being a part of something historical.
Yeah, so who main events that? I definitely would absolutely love to be on that card.
A lot of people say you versus Corey would shoot that.
Yeah, God, Corey versus Merab. I'm so curious, dude. I'm so curious how that fight plays out. But the White House card, yeah, I mean, Corey goes out there, wins. I beat whoever's next. That's interesting. That could be, but regardless, I want to fight within the next 4 or 5 months, whatever it is. So and then I'll also be ready for that because they said it could be June. Could be International Fight Week, said it could be July. So if I can get one in early next year, end of this year, one of the two, count me in. I want to be on that card.
Vicente Luque gets a new opponent. Breaking news, folks. We've got a last-minute change to the UFC Rio card. Vicente Luque was supposed to fight Santiago Ponzinibbio, but now he's got Joel Alvarez, a guy who's making his welterweight debut. This is the kind of stuff that happens in MMA all the time. One fighter is out and a new one steps up, ready to go. It's a testament to the unpredictable nature of the sport, and it just makes you more curious to see what's going to happen. Tom Aspinall's scrambling sensation. We all know Tom Aspinall is a phenomenal striker, but this new footage of him grappling is a whole different level. The scrambles, the technique, the way he moves, it's just a thing of beauty. He's not just a knockout artist, he's a complete mixed martial artist. He's showcasing a different side of his game, and it makes you think about all the possibilities. He's adding a whole new dimension to his skill set, and that's a scary thought for the rest of the heavyweight division. The Michael Chiesa take on Volkanovski. Now, Michael Chiesa, a guy who knows a thing or two about fighting, just dropped a hot take. He's saying that Lerone Murphy, a guy who's been making some noise, isn't the biggest threat to Alexander Volkanovski. This is a classic analyst move. He's looking at it from a different perspective, breaking down the matchups and telling us what he really thinks. It's a bit of a spicy take, and it makes you wonder who he thinks is the biggest threat. Card for the ages? They're calling it the baddest card of all time. Dana White isn't one to mince words, but when you hear him say it, and then you see the list of names, McGregor, Jones, Chimaev, all swirling around a potential White House card, you can't help but feel the hairs on your arm stand up. Is it too good to be true? We've seen these things fall apart before, but man, if they pull this off, we're talking about a spectacle that could rewrite the history of combat sports. The walk of shame. There are bad losses, and then there are losses that stick with you forever. That one moment of absolute unadulterated in the cage. It's the kind of thing that makes you question your entire career. The sport is filled with incredible victories, but it's also littered with these brutal, humbling moments. What's the one that jumps out at you? The one that makes you cringe just thinking about it? The options are endless. A wake-up call for Benson Henderson. Picture this. Benson Henderson wakes up, dazed, confused, and his first question is, what happened? He's told he was choked out. The guy who put him to sleep, Arman Tsarukyan, just happened to be standing right there. The story goes, Arman, without saying a word, just demonstrated the choke that ended the fight. Imagine that, getting shown the receipt right after the transaction, a new level of post-fight humiliation. Wild stuff.
W ewej składce ogłaszamy czempionem победу одержал
Rehearsed execution. You know that brutal choke Arman Tsarukyan put on Benson Henderson? The one that sent him to Dreamland? Well, it turns out it wasn't a fluke. Footage has surfaced of Arman in the locker room just moments before the fight, practicing that very same arm triangle choke. He wasn't just throwing it out there hoping it would work. He had it on a loop, getting it ready. This wasn't a lucky shot. This was a man preparing to go to work and executing his plan to perfection. A broken jaw, just not the one she thought. Sometimes in this sport, you hear a story and you have to do a double take. A grappler goes in for the kill, thinks she's just shattered her opponent's jaw, feels the snap, hears the pop, thinks she's just delivered a career-ending blow, only to realize it wasn't the opponent's jaw she'd broken, it was her own arm. Just snapped. That's a new level of surreal. What a turn of events.
She's got a tight squeeze on there. You see Hansen reaching back, trying to create some space. Oh, what happened? She said
These medical staff.
Oh, wow. Is it her arm? I'll be honest, I did not see what happened there. Maybe she might have broke her arm.
Bang!
Oh, yep. And that was the reaction immediately. I think she was like, was that my chin? Was that your arm? What was that?
I think Mazza thought it was her jaw. She's asking her if she's okay.
My goodness.
Hansen!
Khamzat Chimaev, Fast and Furious. Khamzat Chimaev isn't just about the cage these days. The man is everywhere, seemingly living his best life. The latest sighting? Chilling in the Ferrari garage during F1 qualifying. You can't make this stuff up. The guy is a crossover star in the making, and he knows it. One minute he's hinting at a fight, the next he's hanging with the fastest cars in the world. It's a whole different level of a flex. DC to Dana, let Jones fight. The debate around the White House card continues. The latest person to weigh in is Daniel Cormier, and he's telling Dana White to just let it happen. He says Dana needs to swallow his pride, put a few extra stipulations on the contract, and let Jon Jones, a guy who can absolutely win, fight on that card. It's a pragmatic, no-nonsense take from DC, and you can't really argue with it. This isn't about personal feelings. This is about making the best card possible for a historic event.
Jon Jones has stated publicly he wants to fight at the White House. Even last week he was at the Grammys or some shit like that, and he was on the red carpet speaking about how he's back testing and he's ready to fight at the White House. But Dana seems more stern in not letting him today than I have ever seen him in regards to Jon Jones. I remember when he canceled that fight against Chael, Dana said he'll never headline again. This time he seems like he is not going to back down and allow for him to be on this White House card. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't know that I agree. I think I would let him fight. I think if he wants to fight, I would let him fight because
For as much as mixed martial arts is a global sport, and it's a sport that everybody loves, and we support people from all around the world, at the end of the day, when we're fighting at the White House, you want American people that can win at the end of the night. Imagine if we're on the White House lawn and the Americans aren't winning fights. And that could happen because when the opening line for McGregor versus Chandler comes out, Chandler's going to be a pretty substantial underdog, as he should be. Even though Conor hasn't fought in forever, he will still be the favorite to beat Michael Chandler. I believe that you got to let him fight, man. I think that you put some things in his contract that makes it very costly to not follow through.
Pantoja's prescription for Do Bronx. Charles Oliveira's weight cuts have always been a topic of conversation, and now even the flyweight champion, Alexandre Pantoja, is weighing in. He says Oliveira is simply cutting too much, making himself vulnerable in the process. He thinks Do Bronx should make the jump to welterweight, where the cut would be easier and he could be healthier. It's an interesting take from someone who knows a thing or two about cutting weight, and it makes you wonder if we'll ever see the Brazilian take his talents to 170.
What I think is like the cut weight is like maybe too much, you know. When you cut too much weight, you need to understand this. All your water goes on, you know. Your brain have a water, you know. If you drown yourself too much, you make your like a vulnerable. Como é que é? Like a vulnerable, something like that. You understand?
Equilibrium. Your equilibrium.
No, vulnerable is like a you make you're
vulnerable.
Vulnerable. Yeah.
Vulnerable.
You know, too much cut weight. You know, I don't like to see that position. Maybe Charles too heavy to that division. You know, I don't know.
So you think he'd be like? Do you think he should move up to 170?
Make it more easy for him because everybody's man. I like Charles. I meet him a lot of times, but I'm not too close to see how much weight he has right now. But like everybody have Instagram and see all the time people spray across to him when I cut my weight, it's me, my coach, and my 2 kids. That's it, you know. It's a lot of tension, a lot of pressure. That I don't like that, man.
The Nurmagomedov brothers tag team. Aljamain Sterling has a story for you. All he did was state a simple fact that his teammate Merab Valishvili shoots for non-stop takedowns. A harmless observation, right? Not so fast. According to Sterling, Umar and Usman Nurmagomedov immediately teamed up on him. The brothers united in defense of their wrestling philosophy. This is the kind of stuff that only happens in MMA. It's a wild, behind-the-scenes look at how seriously these guys take their craft and their family's reputation.
I was with Umar and his brother in Abu Dhabi. And I've told this story before. I was in the car, and Umar is very, I would say, prideful.
He's the best.
He's very good.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, man.
But
he's a nice guy.
So I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying he's very prideful.
Yes.
So I'm not the one he's going to have to fight. I already lost to O'Malley. I'm going up a division. But he's talking to me about the fight with Umar, with the fight with Merab, and he's saying, why won't he fight with me? Why won't he fight with me? I'm like, bro, relax. It's going to happen eventually. He has no choice but to fight you.
Yeah.
And then I said, but brother, just know when you guys fight, he's going to be looking to shoot on you 100 times. And then Usman's over there playing a video game on his phone. He turns, he goes, and then he would defend 100 times. And it's me and my fiance, Rebecca, sitting in the car. I feel like, I'm not going to say nothing. It's 2 against 1. I'm about to get ganged up on right now by the Nurmagomedov brothers.
You're crazy.
And all for just giving him insight. I was giving him insight, hey, dude, I hope you're not overconfident about this fight. He's like, he has wrestling. He's like, he don't have wrestling, but if he's wrestling, it's not as good as yours. And then he said, if you take me down, what he gonna do? What he gonna do? And that's the part that I feel was a little bit of his shortcomings.
The next wave of eagle senses. Look at this. A full-on training camp straight out of Dagestan. Khabib is in the middle of it all, guiding his younger brothers and teammates, Islam, Umar, Usman, and Zubaira. This is the future of MMA. This isn't just a training session, It's a passing of the torch. They're all getting ready for their own fights, but they're doing it together, under the watchful eye of a legend. This is more than a team, it's a brotherhood, and they're here to take over. (50-0). I mean, what more is there to say about this guy? At 49 years old, Floyd Mayweather is hinting at a return to pro boxing. You heard that right. He's already 50-0, an untouchable record, and now he's floating the idea of putting it all on the line one more time. The man simply cannot stay away. What's the motivation? The money? The legacy? A little bit of both? Whatever it is, the thought of Floyd getting back in a professional ring at his age is just mind-boggling.
Any chance that you would take a professional bout in the future after Mike, or is that off the table?
It's on it. It's on it. It's been talks. It's possible.
Okay, so not totally against that possibility.
No, not at all. I feel good. Working hard each and every day, and I can't wait for 2026.
October is a feast. You know that feeling when you look at the schedule and you just know you're in for a treat? That's what October is shaping up to be. We've got banger after banger on the books, every single weekend. No matter what kind of fight fan you are, there's something for you. It's not just one or two big fights, it's a full month of them. We are feasting, and the best part is, we don't have to get up from the couch. The Eagle is getting old. It's hard to believe, but Khabib turned 37. It feels like just yesterday he was dominating the lightweight division, retiring with a perfect record. Now, he's a coach, a mentor, and a family man. It's a reminder of just how fast time flies. It also makes you wonder what he's thinking on his birthday. Is he satisfied with his legacy? Or does he still get that little itch to get back in the cage? We'll never know for sure. Pantoja's unconventional rankings. Okay, so you think you know pound-for-pound rankings? Well, Alexandre Pantoja just threw all of them out the window. He's got Islam Makhachev at number 1, and then a three-way tie for second place between himself, Merab Dvalishvili, and Ilia Topuria. What a list. It's a very fighter-centric list, and it shows you where his head is at. He's not here to follow the rules. He's here to do things his way, and that's exactly what he's doing.
About pound for pound, that's what I think, Number 1, Islam Makhachev. Number 2, Pantoja, Merab, and Topuria. Merab is cool, man. I love Merab. I love his style fight. 2 double champ. That's amazing. That's so impressive. But he beat Volkanovski, Max Holloway, Charles. Man, he savage, man.
The legend of Jon Jones in Moscow. Remember that time Jon Jones and Alexander Gustafsson were promoting their big fight in Russia? Well, one guy stayed out until 5 a.m., drunk off his rocker, and was seen wrestling Frank Mir on the floor of a club. This isn't a joke, folks. It's a real-life tale of bones being bones, and it just so happens the eyewitness was a young Bogdan Guskov. He stated, "I saw Gustafsson leave around 10 to 11 p.m. to get some sleep." Meanwhile, Jon Jones stayed in the club until 5 a.m. He was drunk AF. At one point, I even saw him and Frank Mir wrestling on the floor, and none of us dared to break it up. Luckily, they were just playing. I was shocked that a fighter of this level could party like that. Was he drinking vodka, Bogdan? He drank everything that was at the bar. The truth about Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. So the highly anticipated matchup between Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis is finally being put on the books. But here's the thing. It's not a real pro fight, not a sanctioned boxing bout with pro rules and everything. Turns out, according to a Florida Athletic Commission bigwig, it's just going to be an exhibition with bigger gloves. What does that even mean? Is anyone actually surprised by this? The notorious White House announcement. After months of speculation and a whole lot of back and forth, we finally have some clarity on McGregor's highly anticipated return. It's happening, and his opponent is the one and only Michael Chandler. What's even crazier is that it's all going down at the UFC White House event. This is not a drill, it's a real thing, and the man himself confirmed it.
And, you know, the Mac is excited to get back for sure.
In UFC, there'll be a fight at the White House. They're making up the cards now. Does Conor McGregor want to be a part of that?
I'm on it.
You're on it?
I'm on it. Well,
Who you
I
fighting?
am. This is me. Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler and myself have done the show, The Ultimate Fighter. We've had a good back and forth. He's a good, tough guy.
So McGregor, you got big names coming back?
Yeah, we'll build the greatest card of all time for the White House fight, and Conor and I have been talking consistently. He wants this fight bad, and you know, when you get to a level that Conor's at, you got to find things in life that motivate you, and the White House card has definitely motivated Conor McGregor.
Arman Tsarukyan's latest BJJ victim. Arman Tsarukyan, one of the most exciting lightweight contenders on the planet, just added a new name to his resume. This time, it was on the BJJ mats, where he put former UFC champ Benson Henderson to sleep with a nasty arm triangle. Just another day at the office for this guy.
Now, will Benson Henderson be able to, at least for one attack, submission attack? It doesn't seem like it, to be honest with you, because Arman is just all over him right now. But never, ever count him out.
Nice transition
now,
to the other side.
Now.
Yeah.
I think this is the best attack he's got. Again, look how calm Benson is.
Yeah, it looks very tight.
But it's very tight.
He's asleep. He's asleep. He's asleep.
Puts Benson to sleep. Benson's out.
Yeah.
Benson is out.
Great performance by both of the guys.
Absolutely
showing the beautiness of grappling for sure.
The Dan Hooker fight is happening. For months, we've been hearing rumors about Arman Tsarukyan's next fight. He's been clamoring for a top-ranked opponent, and it looks like he's getting his wish. He says the UFC is planning to book him against Dan Hooker for the highly anticipated UFC Qatar card in November. But will it actually happen? Stay tuned.
Как будто бы, знаешь, уже практически объявляют ваш бой, но по сути, да, нет ни контракта.
Ну, я сказал приблизительно, что я в Катаре буду драться, потому что UFC сказал. Хукер начал говорить, что он хочет со мной подраться, и потом какое-то издание выпустило инсайдерскую информацию, что я с ним дерусь. Они меня спросили, мы пытаемся сделать ваш бой с Хукером, но пока ничего официального нет. Я сказал, я готов, просто скажите, когда. Если бы у меня, конечно, был бы выбор там, выбрать из 3 соперников, там, я бы его точно не выбирал. Лучше с Гейджи подраться, чем с ним.
Пимблет, я так понимаю, да, вот что-то.
Гейджи, Пимблет, да, вот с ними было бы даже интереснее, чем с Хукером.
Arman's secret weapon. You see it on display every time he steps into the octagon. Arman Tsarukyan's precise striking and slick head movement. But what you don't see is all the hard work that goes into it behind the scenes. Just take a look at the video he posted on social media. This guy is a true artist and is constantly evolving his game. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe.